The practice of yoga has long taken on metaphysical implications. The many feats of the trained practitioner of yoga amazes those in the Western world, but seem commonplace for the people that are familiar with the study and practice of the skill. Yoga is more than just skill. It is an art form that often requires years of dedicated study to accomplish the highest levels. This doesn't mean that the beginner cannot use yoga immediately. No, instead, it is quite the opposite. The dedicated beginner can use the various forms of relaxation to perform miracles in his own life. Most of them come in the form of improved health and more clarity of the mind. The Kundalini Yoga awakens the Kundalini Shakti, which gives the wise practitioner the capabilities to do such amazing things as develop clairaudience, the use of the auditory sense to hear information in a paranormal fashion. They also may develop clairvoyance, clairsentience, which is also known as psychometry, or receiving messages from the energy around a person or object. The psychic powers, or siddhis, as they are known in yoga tradition, also extend to telepathy, levitation, healing, and the ability to materialize objects. Some masters can bilocate. This is a form of astral projection where the body and spirit are in two places at once. The secret to mastery of the psychic realm by the yogis is the awakening and control of the Kundalini, or life force, that is in everyone's body. The force keeps people alive, but they seldom tap into the full force of it. Yogis practice the gradual awakening of this force and learn to handle it with practice and clearing the energy channels. Some have opened the force before preparing the body adequately or through the use of drugs and found that the experience was not really what they wanted. Practice and clearing is necessary prior to the release of this energy. Maharishi Yogi brought transcendental meditation to the Western world in the early 60s, and because of the popularity of the movement, many scientific communities chose to study the effects of meditation practiced by the followers. All of the studies showed that there was a change in the performance of the endocrine glands, as well as in the production of insulin, a difference in reflex, brainwaves, and through the use of the Torrance test of creative thinking. They measured greater creativity in the practitioners, and brainwaves were slowed, and there was an increase in the alpha wave. As with all ancient forms of meditation, the goal of yoga is primarily spiritual. Today, the practice is primarily used as a method of exercise for flexibility. The deep meditation that brings the control of the paranormal is normally not the ultimate goal of the occasional practitioner, and even not for the advanced yogi. Even for him, it's often just a byproduct of the study.
Conrad Ra is an expert in practical techniques for personal and spiritual development. He is the author of Forbidden Secrets of Personal and Energetic Development. Visit his website for a free newsletter filled with tons of great tips and advice. www.greaterhumanpotential.com